welcome to another episode of Bears News Network. I'm your host, Mike Anderson, alongside with my co-host, DeAndre Cootie Hicks, where we give you guys the latest Chicago Bears news and rumors, and also the #1 YouTube channel. If you are a Chicago Bears fan, hit that
Yes,
subscribe button that we give away prizes, Cootie, and tickets. So
the
we've been
number
giving
one
them
that do
away.
it.
We got a whole bunch of them. So if you're a Chicago Bears fan and you appreciate and like what we're doing over here, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 200 plus subscribers, man. So let's get there. That's been the challenge. We're trying to get to 200 plus
Yeah, we
subscribers
can do
before
it.
Sunday's game. Can we do it? If we get that, Cootie, we said we got another prize giveaway. We have another
We might
prize
as
giveaway.
well.
Pick two more lucky subscribers, man, to give some things away over here at Bears News Network. So, like I said, we're challenging you guys. Hit that button if you have not done so. We appreciate all the love and support. Okay, let's get into it, man. We're going to get into our season predictions. It's been here. We've been waiting for it. We're going to get right
Man.
into it, Cootie. So, week 1 against the Green Bay Packers, Cootie. What you got? A W?
Oh, for us, yeah, we winning.
Okay, I see a W. The reason why I say I see a W, just talk about this matchup just a little bit because it's a rivalry matchup, so we got to touch on it. Um,
Yeah,
there's been a lot of stuff leading up to this rivalry, man. Jaquan Brisker said that he hate the Packers, we hate the Packers, so he ready
yeah,
for this. He's ready to get to it, man. Tomorrow we will see if he'll be able to go in Sunday's game. He's been dealing with some kind of disclosed injury, and Wednesday's padded practice will be a big day for him and the deciding factor if he will be a go for Sunday's game. We are rooting for him. He said he's been feeling
yes,
good, man. I hope Jaquan Brisker can be out there because we looking for him to have a Pro Bowl season type
yes,
year this year, man. So, Cootie, you called it. You said he'll be a Pro Bowler. So, hopefully he can be out there ready to play Sunday. That will be a big boost to our defense. And we don't know what we getting out of Jordan Love. He's like an open book where
right.
we just don't know exactly what we're getting. And it's good to pounce on the Packers early in the season. Why it's the young Jordan Love who still have to take his lumps and bruises like every other starting quarterback has had to in this league. So I see us getting this W in the case of the Green Bay Packers versus Week 1.
Yes. No, I'm same here with you, bro. And it's like you say, I look at it, it's cause experience versus inexperience. Justin Fields, he's played against a lot of different caliber teams, so he had that experience, actual in-game experience. Where Jordan Love has some, but he doesn't have much of the starting QB. So I think that's gonna be his downfall.
I agree with you. Okay, Week 2, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got a W against them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
come
one.
on. It's not too much to spend time on this Tampa Bay Buccaneers debate. Baker Mayfield is the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, we know what Baker Mayfield is, even though he did have a pretty good preseason, and the coaches have been raving about him down there at Tampa. But Tampa Bay still has a pretty good team. But I just feel like the Bears has their number this year, and I feel like we are going to go down in Tampa and get that done. Week 3
Yeah.
against the Chiefs. What you got, Cootie?
I mean, you got to be honest with yourself, man. I think that's gonna be a loss. They
Yeah.
coming off their big win as Super Bowl champions and stuff. So they looking to make a repeat run. So they gonna come out swinging.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, man. That's all I'm gonna just say to you guys. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's an easy way to go.
Yeah. Okay. Week 4 against the Broncos. What you got?
I'm sorry to say, but I got us with an L. We losing that one.
Ooh, I got us with a W. Okay.
Okay, look. I say, hit me out, man. You got Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. Sean Payton, he's not a scrub as a coach. He's a guy who gets the job done. He got a title, he got a ring. So, I mean, I think him with Russell Wilson is going to put Russell Wilson back on track. I also notice this. Russell Wilson has never had a season where he had under a 92 QBR except for last season. So I look at it like it's probably that headline that was out there last season that it's not just Russell's fault. It's probably true. And I'll just give you this little small thing. In 2022 with Denver, he had 16 TDs, 11 interceptions, and that 84.4 QBR. Just the season before with Seattle, he had 25 TDs, 6 interceptions, 103.1 QBR. And most of the time, that how he looked in Seattle in 2021 is how Russell normally looks. So he had a bit of an off year last year, but I think with Sean Payton, they're gonna come back swinging, man, and he's gonna definitely show what he can do in Denver.
I have us as a W. Man, I most definitely it could go either way, but I have us as a W. Not only because we're gonna be at the game, but still, I just feel like last year Denver finished 5-12. It all depends on, like you said, Russell Wilson, and um, I know Sean Payton's supposed to try to come in and fix Russell Wilson or whatever the
Yeah,
case may be, but I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen. And Denver finished 5-12 last year. Even though their
yeah,
defense still played good, their offense was critical. Now they did go out and they did go make some moves and signing Mike McGlinchey and getting Ben Powers and adding some
yeah,
pieces to that offensive line. But and like you said, the defense was still good
yeah.
and,
They
and
they still great.
they still highly was ranked, but man, I just feel like this year, I don't know. I just feel like we're gonna end up pulling that one out, man. I just feel like this time we always seem to do good against good level of competition. Last year we seen what Justin did against playoff teams and the numbers that he put up against playoff teams and some of
Yeah,
those teams were in the Super Bowl in NFC and AFC championship. So with the help that we have around the team now and the pieces that Ryan Post went out and went to go get. I just feel like against the Denver Broncos, who's not considered highly a real big playoff team, I feel like we could go in Soldier
yeah.
Field
I
and
hear
they
you.
come in there and we could tear their mouth apart. That's one we gonna see, Cootie though, but that's
Yeah.
one. Okay, let us know. Do you guys, all the ones that we disagree with, we want to hear from you guys. Who do you guys agree with? How do you feel? Do you think that the Denver Bronco game is a win or a loss for us? Let us know how you guys feel right underneath this video. Okay, Cootie. Week 5 against the Washington Commanders. We got a W for that one?
Oh
Thursday
yeah.
night? Okay. All right. Week 6 against the Minnesota Vikings, October 15th.
Oh
What you
yeah.
have
That's
for
the
that one?
W. That's
You
the
got a
W.
W for that. Ooh, I got an L for that one. And I feel like we're gonna split with the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings still have the number one wide receiver in Justin Jefferson. Kirk
Yeah, I
Cousins,
give him that. I give him that.
yeah, and Kirk Cousins is not a scrub. He's not a scrub. He's he tends to perform well in regular season games. The
That
makeup
is
of
true.
Kirk Cousins have come to life in the playoffs. That's where he hasn't had his success to be in the name of elite quarterback. But as far as his regular season play, Kirk Cousins always show up and he gives the Minnesota Vikings good record. And I feel like we will split the season between Minnesota. So I got that one going on as an L. They still have Daniil Hunter on there, and they still got a couple of offensive weapons. And then adding Jordan Addison, they got some, you know, good pieces over there. So I'm excited to see what's going on with the Minnesota Vikings as far as this game. So that's another game that we did have a split decision on, man.
Yeah.
I got us losing the first one, but I do got us winning the second game against Minnesota. So I did have us split in that regard. But let us know. Week 6, October 15th against the Minnesota Vikings. Do you guys see that as a win or a loss? Okay, Cootie, week 7 against the Raiders, October 22nd. What you got that at?
A loss. That's a loss for me.
You have it as a loss. Ooh, I
Yes.
have it as a W. I have it as a
Man,
W. Tell me why you
look,
got it as a
look,
loss.
you gotta hear me out. They got Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, Rock Young Sim. They have a lot of pieces on offense and defense. And the thing is, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's not a big improvement from not a big improvement from Derek Carr, but he has a better TD to interception ratio, and like he's always throws more TDs than he does interceptions, which is a good thing on his part. But it's still that injury concern. But I'm looking at it as, they come in there. Jimmy G's been playing through. He gonna make it to week 7, playing well, and that's all he has to do. It's one of those things where they have enough pieces on offense, enough talent and skilled players that he just have to get in there and just place Jimmy Garoppolo does. He just have to place the ball in the right place. He don't got to make he don't have to make deep throws. He don't have to run the ball. He's got to put the ball where it needs to be at the right time. And I mean, with those names that he had, those skilled players around him, that's why I think they're gonna get us trouble.
Mm. I got us going as a W, man. I most definitely feel it and understand your reasoning. But we talking about porn star Jimmy, man. We don't know what
You're
we
right.
gonna get. We don't know if he even gonna survive around that time of the season, man.
Yeah,
So
you true,
that's
true.
that's the critical part. Jimmy Garoppolo, when healthy, has shown to be a great quarterback that can lead you to an NFC, AFC championship, whatever team you know. But the thing is, can he stay healthy? And he's shown over the
Yeah,
years that he hasn't been able to stay healthy for a full season. It's a long 17-game season that we have to get through. And around this time with Jimmy Garoppolo, man, porn star Jimmy, they was with Derek Carr, they was 6-11. They had high expectations last year with Derek Carr, and they were 6-11.
right.
And he's not much better than Derek Carr. So I don't see how much of a big leap, but like you said, they still got good offensive weapons. Like with the offensive weapons that you just named, Devontae Adams, Kobe Myers, just name, those guys. But the thing is, man, I don't know about porn star Jimmy, man.
I
I don't
feel you.
think,
It all come back on that QB play, and
yeah.
he have to be available to play.
Week 8 against the Chargers, what we got?
Yeah, that's an L for me, man.
Yeah, man, they got Justin Herbert, Keith.
Yeah, that's a young rock star right there.
Mac, man. Come on, we're not there yet. We're not there yet,
Like I said,
Chicago.
we gonna be realistic. It hurts sometimes, but we gonna be real.
Okay, 9-game Saints, November 5th. What you got?
That's an L for me, man.
Yeah, I have it at L2.
It
Like you
might be
said, Derek Carr.
surprising.
Yeah, Derek Carr. Michael Thomas is back, man. Say he's
Yeah,
healthy.
it's those weapons and those
Olave.
pieces around them.
They still got a good defense. They always have good, solid defense in New Orleans, man. I just see that with the new addition of having Derek Carr. I think that they're going to pull that one out. But I do see that being a close game. All right.
Yeah.
Thursday night, November night, week 10. What you got
Oh,
against the
against South
Carolina Panthers?
Carolina,
Yeah,
against Bryce Young, he not ready. He's not ready. And I imagine they have pieces on that team that are, great talent and great talented players. But as a whole, we're gonna take that one. It's gonna be a W for us.
it's going to be a W. I agree with you. Week 11, 11th game against the Lions, November 19th. What we got? L. I
Now
got an
that
L.
one, I got a loss for that one. At Detroit, that's a loss.
Okay. The 12th game, Vikings, November 27th. What you got that at?
And this what people it surprise people. I got them winning that one again. Think they sweeping the Vikings this season, man.
Yeah, and I got them. I got them winning that one as well. That was my split one. I got them losing the first time, then winning the second time, as well as that. Week 13 against the Lions, December 10th. What you got?
This one we finally get our revenge. It's been like 3 or 4 games they beat us, and now we get to beat them again. This one we come back and beat them.
So you got it to win. I got
Yes.
it as an L, man. Let me tell you my reasoning why. Um, Detroit made moves. I'm not gonna lie to you. Detroit made moves. They
Yeah.
have the best offensive line, top 5 best offensive line in the NFL. All the offensive linemen is first round draft picks. They went and shored up on the defense. Went to go draft the linebacker Jack Campbell. Went out and got C.J. Gardner, Johnson in free agency to shore up the backside with the safety that they had trouble with so much in the secondary. They still have Hutchinson as a good defensive end. Detroit is on. They went out and got David Montgomery, our boy. They went out and got him and went out and had grabbed Jamar Gibbs, from Alabama. Detroit, I see them sweeping us in the 2 games this year. I have us getting swept by Detroit. But I do have us splitting to the Vikings. And to the Green Bay Packers. So I do have that one as an L. But let us know how you guys feel about
Yeah, let us
this one,
know.
man. The 13th game, man, December 10th against the Lions, man. Let us know. Do you think this game would be a L or a W? We want to know your thoughts right underneath this video. Okay, Cootie, 14th game against the Browns, Cleveland, in Cleveland, man, December 17th. What we got?
Oh yeah, we losing that one, man. Think we losing that one.
Yeah, yeah, you got the Deshaun Watson had a full season to get acclimated with the playbook. All
Yeah,
his past troubles are behind him now. Still have Amari Cooper, Miles Garrett still is over there. The Darius Smith they picked up in free agency just to put him on the other side of Miles Garrett. So the pass rush was, they lose
yeah.
Clowney, but then they gain the Darius Smith. So they got a person even better than the spot where Clowney was still having success in this defense on the opposite side of Miles Garrett. So yeah, like you said, we're gonna be realistic. I
And
have
then
that L.
And then look at this. The last season, full season Deshaun Watson played in 2020. The man was a beast. He had 4,823 yards, 33 TDs, 7 interceptions, and a 112 QBR.
Mm,
So the man's can play when, like you said, given that offseason that time, he can be a threat to any team in the league.
most definitely can. Yes. Week 15, Cootie. Arizona Cardinals, December 24th. What we got that as?
Oh yeah, this is I like them. I like Kyler Murray, but this will be a win for us. We just
Yeah,
on another page than they are right now. Within the organization and what they trying to do. Like we got a lot of things figured out. They don't.
yeah. I agree with you. I got us going having that as a W as well. Um, so yeah, it's the Cardinals, man. They look like
Yeah,
they are
right
in
now.
real mode. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they in
not looking nice for them.
16th game of the season. Atlanta Falcons, December 31st. What we have?
Oh, I got this as us winning again. I think it's gonna be a good game, but we definitely gonna take the win.
Yeah, I see we get our redemption from the last year win that they score us up out of there. I think this is our time where and the Falcons, good team. It seemed like the Falcons been taking a lot of our old players and been
Yeah,
bringing
they
them
one of
on,
those.
and that's because Ryan Pace is actually up over there. I think
Yeah,
assistant GM up over there in Atlanta, so that's why he loves he getting his original picks. That's Ryan Poles is letting go. He's picking them up, man. So he went to go out and who picked up Travis Gibson? Tennessee actually did. I think
yeah.
they went out and picked him up. But yeah, man. So we got that one as a win. What about last game of the season, 17 against these cheeseheads, man?
I'm gonna just say this: we could get the W, but I'm giving us the L because, like I say, I would think that we'll be somewhere looking at like a wild card, maybe with this record, probably a wild card looking to get into. But I think that's the thing where we rest Justin or something like that. Not too many crazy players play, and not too many starting players play, and they just able to have their fun. It's gonna be one of those end of season games where I'm thinking Green Bay is gonna be on their last leg trying to show they still that team in the NFC North. But I think they're gonna be able to play hard till they get that win. And Jordan Love will have a little experience at this point, so I
Yeah.
think he'll still be playing, and he'll finally show us what they've been talking about out there in Green Bay.
Yeah, I have us as a L for the last game against Green Bay as well. Like you said, I think Jordan Love gaining that more experience will be key around that time of the season. And then not only that, like we said, they still have good defensive weapons. Zaire
Oh yeah,
Alexander, Rashad Gary, they still have 8 first-round picks on that defense. So you know, and that's the huge thing. That's why I'm kind of
yeah,
nervous about the first game, but I have us winning against them the first game just due to Jordan Love. Like you said, him having not having that experience so early, but having that experience later on and the last week of the season, that's critical. So
yeah. It'll be a whole nother Jordan Love that we see.
yeah, most definitely. So with that being said, Cootie, we both finished 9-8 At the
Yeah.
end of the year, man, we both finished with the same record, but I have us losing to the Lions 2 times. You have us beating the Vikings 2 times.
Yes.
And then I have us splitting between the Vikings and the Packers, and you have us splitting between the Lions and the Packers. So
Yes.
just a little difference, just a little twist, man. And the ones that we did want you the guys to vote on was the Raiders game, man, October 22nd. Do you see that game being a win or a loss? Also, the game against the Broncos week 4, October 1st. Me and Cootie will be at that game, man. Cootie got us losing that game, man. I got us winning.
Yeah.
Let
I'm
us know how
sorry.
you guys feel, man, about that game. We want to hear your thoughts. Is it a dub or is it an L? We want to know. And then another game, the last game, the one against the Lions, week 13, December 10th. I got us losing. Cootie got us sweeping the Lions, man. It's crazy. I don't understand it. I say,
Yeah.
man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But
Nah, yeah, just see how much that our team improved that we can see it going so many
no, I
different
take that
ways.
back. You don't have us sweeping the Lions. You have us sweeping Minnesota. But you did have us
Oh yeah,
splitting.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I give Detroit they credit, but Minnesota, yeah, you're right. They done for Minnesota. It's our time to shine.
Man, let us know your thoughts. Like we said, we trying to get to 200 subscribers, man. So hit that subscribe button if you're watching. We
Yeah,
appreciate
we could
all
do
the
it.
love and support, man. Like I said, when we get to 200 subscribers, Cootie, we said we giving some stuff away, man. We
Might
picking
as
two more
well.
lucky, man, 2 more lucky subscribers, man. So we appreciate all the love and support. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate it. And like we always say, be safe and bear down,
Right
Chicago.
down.